Hey everybody, we're here at the new Park My Share location at Philadelphia International Airport. One of the things that we're excited about is
Hey guys, this is Isaac with Park My Share. I'm going to show you some of the amenities and highlights of this location so you can check it out for yourself and see if it's a good fit for you and your car sharing business. Traditionally at airport parking, hosts and guests both have to pull tickets and then pay the ticket upon exiting. This can sometimes cause frustration for guests and for hosts. With the Park My Share system, we use AVI tags that go on the windshield of the vehicle, and our AVI readers will read those tags as the vehicle pulls up to the gate and will open and close behind the vehicle. This makes for a much more seamless experience for both hosts and the guests. On the off chance that your guest experiences access issues, they'll have access to a 24/7 intercom system where they can get connected to a member of the Park My Share team and get assistance. This will avoid you having to take a possible late night call and disrupting your day-to-day. One of the biggest pain points that we hear from our hosts, especially our larger hosts, is that shuttling cars to and from the airport eats up a huge part of their day. When we have like a 30-car host that has 15 reservations in a singular day, they're dropping off one individual car at the airport and then they're either having to Uber back home or get picked up by one of their coworkers. With the Park My Share system, you're able to use our facility as both a home base and an airport drop-off and pickup. It essentially allows our hosts to operate as efficiently and as effectively as the Enterprises and the Hertz of the world, where all their customers come to them and they no longer have to worry about shuttling cars back and forth. Park My Share makes the guest experience really easy here in Philadelphia. When your guest arrives at the airport, they'll get their bags from baggage claim, they'll head out of the gate to the courtesy shuttle stop, they'll jump on the parking spot north shuttle. From there, they'll get dropped off right behind me, which this will be the host parking area where you'll leave your vehicles, and your guests will be dropped off either right to their car or right to the shuttle stop, which will be near their vehicle. Once they get in the vehicle, they'll be able to exit the gates without having to pay any tickets at the booth, and they'll be on their way. The car share business changes all the time, which is why car share hosts love having flexible subscription models. With Park My Share here in Philly, we'll have 3 different subscription models for hosts of all sizes. Hosts can pay for daily parking, so every day that the vehicle is on the lot, you'll pay a parking fee. We'll have a monthly flat subscription fee, which will be for unlimited parking for the month. And then lastly, we'll have what we call reserve spaces. It's typically a more economical option for our larger hosts. They don't have to pay per car, they just pay for the space. So for example, say you have 100 cars in your fleet, you don't need 100 spaces every day of the month. Typically you need about a 30% space to fleet ratio. So that would allow you as a host to rent out 30 spaces, and you'll cycle those 100 vehicles out of those 30 spaces.
one of the things that we're particularly excited about is this location has a dedicated area where our certified mobile maintenance technicians can work on your vehicles. As you can see, there's plenty of room in here. Probably could get as many as 4 vehicles in at a time. We're gonna have our national partners like Discount Tire, Spiffy, and then we'll also have some local ASCE certified mechanics that'll be permitted to do work on your vehicles, doing inspections, doing brakes, putting new tires on, with no need to leave the property, especially if you're managing large fleets. It's going to be a big time saver.
One of the most requested amenities that we get from our larger hosts is having access to mobile offices. We're really excited because eventually we'll give hosts access to office space, storage space that's all inside. So come on in and we'll kind of show you what we have. In this kind of hallway space, hosts will have access to these sort of like lockers. So if you have car seats, car equipment, cleaning equipment that you want to store, you'll be able to store that in any one of these bunkers. We'll probably dedicate certain areas for different hosts. And then the really cool part is hosts will actually have access to their own personal office space as well. So kind of follow me in here. We have 11 office spaces in this facility. If you're a larger host with say 30 plus cars, there's a good chance that you have a ton of administrative work. You're doing payroll for your employees, Turo administrative or car share tasks like claims. You'll be able to do this in your office in between your turnarounds, so you don't have to go back home and set up your laptop or computer. One of the amenities that can oftentimes be overlooked by hosts is that some of the facilities that they operate out of and park in don't have access to restrooms and water. So at our facility here, hosts and their employees will have access to use the indoor bathrooms as well as the water fountains. We appreciate you checking out this video. If you're a host here in Philadelphia, there are 3 things you can do to get started. go to the Park My Share website, click on our Philadelphia page, and then click on an intro call. On that call, you'll talk with me. We can go over the ins and outs of the facility, or you can ask more questions. We can talk about pricing. And at the end of the call, if it sounds like a good fit for you, we can get you started. Thanks again.